Okay. Right. I've posted all to my socials. I pray to Christ that what's it? That it doesn't like oh my god, what's the word? It doesn't crash. So I think the reason why it crashed is because there was like conflicting plugins, because I tried like a bunch of different plugins to get what's it? To get like chat on screen for both Twitch and YouTube, but that didn't work. So I'm gonna turn this down as well. So there we go. So hopefully it's not too bad. But yeah, we're designing Limbus prints today because I need to be on the grind to make new prints, because I have a bunch of stuff that needs filling in my in-person shop. So let me move this to the side. So I'm doing some totally just random character prints that are totally just gonna be... I'm gonna have to turn this down, goodness me. There we go. Now probably the music's way too quiet. Okay. So, yeah, I'm designing prints for... This is my 500 sketches. For Don and Ishmael, and then I'm also gonna make an Otis one. And I'm just gonna draw the Limbus ladies very cute and have a bunch of like accessory stuff floating about to do with them, but I'm gonna make it very subtle Limbus merch because yeah, because these also have to apply to the general public, so people can just be like, wow, cute anime girl. So it's gonna be more comic booky stuff than specific Limbus stuff, but there's references if needed be. Oh, good. I'm glad the chat is working on screen for Twitch. I wish it would pop up for YouTube. And you found me my recommended? That's lovely. I'm glad I'm showing up for people. But yeah, I'm working on Limbus prints today. And I've spent so long agonizing over this sketch. I got my color palette up here. Going, hello. Where is the... There they are, okay. Just so I know, so I can move them out the way if needed. But yeah, I just want to make like a little collection of very cute prints for all of the characters. Yeah. But I hate sketching on camera because it's like the most frustrating experience ever. I got a very nice surprise this morning when I came downstairs. I found there was like glass everywhere in the kitchen, and I was like, oh god, did like the oven explode or something? And it was coming from the dining room where a painting had fallen and the glass in the frame had completely shattered and gone everywhere. So instead of going on my nice morning walk, I spent like 40 minutes just trying to keep my cat contained, because he was only concerned about getting food, and totally not about like the absolute sea of glass that was everywhere. And then when I did feed him, he wasn't interested in that at all and kept following me about. So I had to like lure him into a different room and just shut the doors behind me, which he broke out of almost immediately. So, and then just managed to get him outside and then lock the cat flap. So, that was an amazing morning of scraping up glass. But it's all good now. But the picture we had is a bit scuffed now, which makes me quite sad. But anyway, Don Quixote. I love Don Quixote. I love putting Limbus characters in modern clothes. Should I do... yeah, I'll do thicker line art. I always like how that looks. JK, I'm doing it. Yeah, that's good. So, other than that, I've just been trying to get this print done. Cause, yeah, I have a shop in a physical space, and I need to... it has, like... this is kind of the space I've got, so I've got, like, a little backboard that's got a little sign on it, and then I've got... the top of it is filled quite nicely. It's just that underneath, I have these 2 shelves that I need to fill. So hopefully I can... that's what I'm trying to do, is just make prints, cards, and other paper products that can go in here. So I need to get my grind on and lock in. But I'm so bad at designing prints. Hello Freaks figures. I hope you're doing okay. Yeah, I'm designing Limbus Company prints today. Subtle Limbus Company prints. Because they've got to appeal to the general English public, who definitely don't know what a Limbus Company is. But I want to draw what I want. I'm tired of making just generic cute animals. Let me draw Limbus Company. If this looks so wonky, like after the line art, I'm gonna be miserable. Because the amount of sketches this went through. I also feel like I'm so behind on Art Fight. I've been getting so many like wonderful attacks, but I can't do any revenges back because I am absolutely swamped. There we go. I still need to figure out how I want to just like continuously draw Dawn. Because, I feel like I'm very inconsistent with how I draw her hair. I need to just sit down and like draw all of the characters 500 times and get how I draw them consistent. I also wish I could sell more, like... I don't know what... the word I guess I would use is raunchy stuff? But like, stuff where it's like cute animal with alcohol or something. Like, a little creature with a big beer or a little creature smoking a cigarette. I wish I could I wish I could draw stuff. Okay, raunchy is not probably the right word, but more adult stuff, I guess. It just annoys me that, especially for just like the general public, it's like, it's like anything adult, anything like cute and fun has to be for children. It's like, no, I want to draw this cute character smoking a big cigarette because it's funny. I also really want to draw Uma Musume. You're becoming an adult artist now. I wish I had the balls to. Pun not intended. But I do want to draw Uma Musume stuff. I want to draw a little gold ship and a little what's it? A little Haru. I need this little horse to look as gummy as possible. Because I'm You could draw the real horses and then it would just be cute merchandise and no one would know. Just like, well, like I'd love to do like a little Uma Musume sticker sheet. But I want to draw the cute anime girls. I want to draw a little gold ship. She's so cute. I love when she does, she's got a little, I can't remember what her little hat looks like. The little creature in the corner reminds me of Hamtaro. Thank you! I haven't watched Hamtaro, but I love it so much. I love it when Goldship does whatever this is. She's like a little weirdo. But I'd like to sell stickers where it's like this simplified. It's just them as like little gummy blobs. Does that look like a little horse? It's gonna be like a little horse lollipop, but it's got the stick through, so it's like the merry-go-round horses. But you'll never tell that it's Limbus merch because it's cute. We all stand in a circle and say this is cute generic anime girl and not Limbus Company's Don Quixote. What is this app? The drawing program I'm using for drawing, I'm using Clip Studio Paint. I did use Procreate, and my character is drawn. The character that's like talking, my VTuber, was drawn in Procreate. I used Procreate for a long time. But I have recently moved to Clip Studio Paint. For streaming and stuff, I'm using OBS and my computer. No worries. Always happy to answer questions. I should give her a little bracelet. There we go. I imagine it's like a candy bracelet or something. Very cute. Hello! I'm drawing Limbus prints today. How do you make a VTuber? So the program I use is VideoTube Mini. You have to create 4 images of your character. One with the eyes. One sec, let me. There. This is why I made this extra canvas. So you have one where you have your character open mouth speaking. You create 4 images like this of your character. And you export each of them individually and you put them in, let me double check how the spelling is. VideoTube Mini. is the popular one, and you just put your PNGs in, and then there's like settings you can do to make them bounce, but it's just like video. It's just like images that are audio reactive. There are like crazier ones that I've seen that I really want to try out, like PNG Tuber Plus and PNG Tuber Remix. Both of these ones have systems where you, similar to how you would make like a proper Live 2D VTuber, where you have all of the individual parts of your VTuber, and you layer them on top of each other, and you can control like the bounciness and like how they react when like the program detects audio. So yeah, that's basic. That's basics. There are like plenty of tutorials on YouTube too, if you needed a more in-depth approach. I want to give her a nice big jacket. I'm very happy with the gumminess of this. I'm gonna actually cut and paste this onto a different layer because I really like that little gold chip. I might turn her into a little sticker. I am gonna put like a bunch more little details on the edges, but for now I should just focus on actually getting Dawn done. In my original sketch, how did I have that? My old sketch is so wonky. Okay. It's meant to be like tired. There we go. God, I could make like Zero Escape merch. That could be fun. I don't know if anyone's still interested in Zero Escape. There's so many things I'd love to make merch for, but I don't think, because the art shop that I'm a part of is very like general audiences. Like there's a lot of older people that come in looking for crystals. So I don't know how many people would be very much like, ooh, anime stuff. But there is like, the most anime it gets in there is Studio Ghibli. But I don't want to make Studio Ghibli merch. I understand the appeal, don't get me wrong. But it's not my thing that I want to draw. Okay. Got the lemonade So I wanted to be like a yellow drink. So it's either like a tango or a lemonade. Hello, Jezza McLeod. I hope you're doing well. I'm sorry that stream started a bit later than normal. I had everything all set up, and then, what's it? I had everything all set up, and then, OBS decided to freeze my whole computer, so I had to and ah about whether I wanted to actually turn my computer off all the way and possibly lose my whole sketch. But thankfully, Clip Studio Paint saved it, so I had a they lovingly were like, here's a backup with your nice sketch on it, and I said very, very nicely, thank you. I said, thank you, Clip Studio Paint, for saving me, because I was actually going to cry if I had to recapture this sketch again. It was purely because of stream elements. It had like some conflicting things in it. So I'll just have to know for next time. I guess next time is now. So I managed to get it all good, thankfully. But ideally, I just wanted to make it so the multi-chat was able to show on stream, so then YouTube people would know what's happening on Twitch, and Twitch people would know what's happening on YouTube. But I had to like download 500 streamer plugins to try and get that to somewhat work, and like 500 different websites that are like, make a new account on streamer bot or streamer stuff or every other thing. And then I saw another thing being like, Stream Elements will also just do it for you, and it's like, oh okay, Stream Elements does a lot of stuff, thankfully. So I was able to get that working. But I think I've still got all of like the remnants of all of the like the millions of different things. I can't believe you're silencing the YouTube people. I'm trying not to. I can see them perfectly fine. It's just that it's like I can sit on my fence and look at both sides of people who want to chat. And I can say hello to each of them, but you guys can't say hello to each other. This shirt design reminds me of Steven Universe. We're all gonna we're all gonna unionize against you. Thank you. As you should. I need to make sure this reads as hero, because it is Don Quixote, and she do be liking that. Sorry. I need to make this read more as an O and not a D. There. Hello! Hello, how are you doing? I'm working on Limbus prints today, but also trying to make it like subtle Limbus merch so I can put it in my IRL shop that has to face the wrath of the general British public. I'm very good too. When I came downstairs this morning, I'd found that a painting had fallen off the wall and smashed completely. So I had to spend, instead of going on my nice morning walk, I spent it sweeping up a bunch of glass in the kitchen, and um, yeah, I had to spend my morning cleaning all of that up and trying to wrangle a cat that wanted to be fed, while also trying not to make sure that he stood in glass because he's a little silly idiot. You're in a Discord called Friends, about to watch a movie. What movie are you watching? What movie are you watching? Also, it's totally chill if you lurk. I totally I feel that. I love lurking. It's meant to be a little keyring, but it looks like she's got like a big thing of hair. But it'll look like a keyring when I colour it, hopefully. And her freckles. Mirage Queens prefers circus. I haven't heard of that. Let me have a little gander. You gotta go in a bit. You'll come back if you're streaming. Yeah, I should be. I'm gonna try and stream a little bit past 4 because I did start late. Oh, I think I found it. Oh, that looks really cool. It's like a little guy in a waistcoat. Not waistcoat, trench coat. I don't know what that's about. Oh, that looks really good. I hope you have a good time with the film then. I am just gonna be drawing Don Quixote. I don't think I'm gonna try and only finish stream when, oh goodness. Maybe I should just add like a trim to the bottom so I don't have to draw the legs. But yeah, I'm gonna try and make sure I finish this on stream. I keep feeling to come you again. I have an next D&D campaign coming up in a few weeks. Well, my commissions are open. I'm on Vegan now. And I've gotten enough to become verified. And I'd love it. Oh my god, I'm zooming in. I'd love it if you commissioned me again because you're very sweet. I've Crazy World of VGen, congrats. Thank you. I still gotta wait a while until it's like, yeah, you're verified now, but I've been able to send off the thing to be like, please verify me, please. So, that's been really nice. I do want to try doing commissions on stream. Because it's also like, I guess a way to advertise. And the bottom of the jacket would be like this. Or is it? No, that's too low, it would just be hidden. Then we'll add the zip. Oops, sorry, I'm bumping the mic with my... what's that? I forget the words for everything. My pen, that's it. Of course, it's Don Quixote, so... movie starting. Have fun, have fun. Do let me know if it was good. The hair strands are quite inconsistent. Why does this not look at all like... Oh, I think that's fine. That's still pretty cute. Part of me wants to try and make the jacket look like Rocinante, but I think the red adds a nice bit of colour. So I'll just deck it out with pins and charms. I do want to have references to her actual outfit. I feel like I can fill up more of this space, but I might just do a pass later where I add a bunch of details afterwards. In the meantime, I'm going to create a little border here. I might try and see if I can replicate the, what's it, the railway border. Limbus Company. Refraction. Railway. Right, show me the border of that. Line 5, that's it. Let me get a good zoom in on these horses. So... I think I'll need the symmetry tool. Or can I try and make, like, a star shape? I think I might just have to freehand it and hope for the best. Where's the ruler button? I just had it. So I'm gonna draw a star for 5 times. Good enough for me. Sure. Oh, hold on. How did I do that? Sharula. Thank you. Duplicate somewhere. I might need to put the grid up. Hello. Thank you, Milo Dachi, for the follow. Doing Limbus Company prints. I'm gonna say that so much. But I'm just trying to get a repeatable pattern going so I don't have to draw shorts. There we go. You like my lines? Thank you. So if you wanted like the brush and stuff if you're in Procreate, then I recommend using it's the Haha Funny brush. Hold on. It's like a free one on Gumroad. But for CSP, because that's what I'm using now, I've made my own custom brush called the Giggle Inker. What? That is also free because I don't want to make someone pay for a brush. It's got like an icon like this. But yeah, it's just like a textured yeah, it's just like a textured regular brush, but the wobble is done manually. But yes, it's a very fun brush to use. Oh, come on. Let me zoom right in. There we go. There we go. How would you use more brushes? Gonna look them up. Ah, thank you. I hope if you do use them, you had fun. I do on my Twitch. I do want to make like a block or something in the description of like, or like a command of like, what brushes do you use? But for now, I'm fine just answering. Doesn't hurt. There we go. That's kind of cute. And then I'm going to, oh gosh, I'm going to erase these so the little Ishmael octopus is on top. There we go. Very cute. Then I can erase these. Alright, I can start coloring. Hide all like 500 sketches I've got. There. Well, no, I kind of need to keep this one for color. Okay. Alright, that's not gonna work. I'll do it manually. It's fine. Fill tool, thank you. I should probably just use like a brighter color. That would help. Fitting colour for little Ishmael octopus. I still don't know what color to make this drink yet. I feel like if I make it yellow, it's just gonna look like pee. I don't want that. I'm gonna fill all of this space. You can't see my cursor. All of this space up with little accessories and icons that on the surface just look very cute, but if you know, you know. Also, oh, you look super good, thank you! I'm so happy that they restocked the little Limbus Company plushes, because I really regretted not getting them when they initially came out. Because I was umming and ahhing too long, and before I knew it, they're all gone. So I'm so happy that they restocked it, along with new stuff. But for some reason, like the new stuff, like the hoodie and the jacket, just like weren't there, which sucks because I really wanted to get like the little portable charger, because the new little Dante art is so cute. If they made like a Dante plush, I would get that in a heartbeat. But I got myself a little Don Quixote. Because as much as I love Merceau, and he is one of my favorite sinners, the plush, as cute as the plush is, I just want a little Don. It was either that or Ishmael, and it's been nice going down a bit of a rabbit hole of, they're called like Nui plushes, I think. And like going down a rabbit hole of people making little outfits for them, and also the process of making them. I'd love to make a little plush of my Sona one day. Okay, that's all coloured in. I can start getting to it proper. Just blocking out the colours. She looks so pale. I can't make her that pale. Like, it's summer, she's gonna have a bit of a tan. This isn't Faust or Yisang. Yeah, that's a nice, fine hair colour. I love the lasso tool. I feel like I need to like go over and scrutinize everything just to make sure that I haven't like accidentally just gone over what I didn't mean to. as much as I'd love to actually give her teeth, I think teeth can make things look very scary. Hello, Chiffon. Doing Limbus Company Don Quixote prints, but I'm trying to make it subtle. Yes, it is Don Quixote. I'm trying to make it subtle because I sell my artwork physically in a shop, and I'm trying to make prints to help fill the space. But the general British audience of like old crystal searching grannies aren't gonna care for Limbus Company. So I am making them. I'm making some Limbus Company prints that can also just be seen as like cute generic anime girls. Like I'm gonna do one of Ishmael and Otis, and eventually like all of the Limbus ladies. But for now I'm just working on Dawn because she's one of my favorites to draw. But yeah, this is my, hold on. Her head looks massive, but I promise it's a beanie. But this is my sketch for Ishmael. She's gonna have a little fish, man I love fish shirt on, and is gonna be fishing. She's got like fishing lures in her hair. I don't think I've done like any proper art of Rodia yet, so I should really get around to drawing her, because she's also one of my favorites. I say that, I love all of the Limbus Company characters. I do plan on working on making a proper online shop. I've got a Kofi that I did open up as an online shop briefly, but then I got incredibly anxious about selling stuff proper and was like, oh, I don't know if I actually want to do it. So I changed to just selling it at a... it's like one of those shops that has like a bunch of independent artists on the inside. I would say what it's called, but it kind of gives away my location. I don't really want to dox myself. But yeah, I'd love to open stuff up online. But yeah. Oh, you made something. Oh yes, that's right, I did. But she's so tiny in there. I'd like to do some, like proper artwork of her. I think I've only ever drawn her in like doodles. I do really want to remake the Twinkling Ash video. Because I printed off each of the things I did for that as prints, and all of them are so dark. Like, my colours, I was just starting to try and understand colours for that, so I'd love to do like a remake of it. And especially I can do it in Clip Studio Paint, which means I can make the canvas like crazy big, so when I do convert them into prints, they're not going to be like crummy quality. I can just keep this as the same color. There she is, little baby. It was so pretty actually. Really? I can't tell you how much that means. A lot. That means quite a bit to me. It's one of those things that when I was watching it, every time I added a new image, I was like watching it over and over again because I was very happy with how it came out. I think the favorite one I did was Faust. I really liked how well that one came out, but again, I would definitely want to like adjust the values because while on digital it looked alright. Having them printed off physically, it's like 90% of them look like so dark and you can barely make anything out. So if I did do it again, I would just make it I'd make them more colourful. But yeah, I can still have colourful art while making the piece look impactful. Sorry, I'm just gonna have a quick drink. Okay. I sent it to my friend who started Limbus at the time and they cried too. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'd love to remake it once all of the cantos are out, because obviously for like the latter half ones, it's like a lot of speculation. So obviously I'm very excited to redo Honglu's one. I can make this. I think I can keep this orange, and it won't look too out of place because it's just meant to be like a little horse candy. It's like a little horse lollipop. Let me see how the values are. Okay, very samey. That's fine. I can fix that. Maybe I should look at making like Hoyoverse merch, but if I did it would just be ZZZ. Because I don't care for Genshin, and I don't care that much for Star Rail. But I know Hoyoverse stuff sells, which is fair because I love Hoyoverse's stuff. Your interpretation of Merceau killing a person at a club due to disturbing lights rather than the sun is actually genius. Yeah! It was that, when I was drawing that piece, that's when like the Merceau brain rot kicked in. And I was like, because at the time, when I was making it, it was one way to like learn more about the sinners and their influences, and also learn about like any details that I might have missed while playing the game. Like the fact that like Merceau was a part of N Corp, I completely missed that while on like my first playthrough. So when I was like reading through his stuff, I was like, oh okay, it's actually pretty interesting. And then it clicked and I looked at every piece of art I could find about him, and I listened to I've listened to the Stranger audiobook 3 times. There's like an audiobook reading on YouTube. I listened to that 3 times, and then I bought the physical book, and I've read that twice already. Because it's very good. And I'm just like, that's Merceau Limbus Company. And I'm so excited to see how it's interpreted on in the actual game when we get to Kanto 10. So hopefully in just under a year's time, fingers crossed. Considering we should be getting Kanto 9 in December, we should hopefully, funnily enough, get Kanto 10. We should hopefully get Kanto 10 by the time we get Kanto 10 by the time it's summer, so it'll be very fitting to get that. I need to find that audiobook. It's if you just look up like the Stranger audiobook reading on YouTube, there's like it's just like a white thing with the cover, the one that's like this. Although like as nice as the audiobook is, there's like weird gargling sounds in the background that I don't know if it's just like microphone stuff or if it's like some weird audio overlay thing from the recording. But yeah, just if you can't deal like little gross mouth audio sounds while listening to it, then it's probably not the best. There's like other readings and whatnot. But the book is public domain, I think, so I'm sure you could just find like somewhere where someone's like published it or like just shoved it up online for free. They did. I can't believe they published Merceau fanfiction. True. Yeah, I think I will keep this star. I might make it a more ready purple. For... Yeah, that's nice. Hi, I'm first time watching your stream. I love your video and your style. I'm very happy to catch one of your streams. Thank you. I'm trying to be more consistent, but I wasn't able to start on time because my computer froze from what's it? My computer froze from OBS, so I had to start a little bit later, but I'm gonna keep going until I've finished. What's it? I'm going to keep going until I've finished the piece. Also, hello, Pico. Welcome in. We're drawing the Don Quixote from the hit game Limbus Company. That recently it reached like a new player cap of like I think like 250 like million players or something. No, I don't think that much. But it hit like a really big like player cap from the previous Wallop, which I had 211 pulls on, and it was great, and I got everything I wanted. I got all of the new Magical Girl stuff. I didn't care for the Tithareth announcers, so I didn't get those. And then, and then I got Sanguine Desire, Rodia, and Full Stop Office Honglu from the dispensary. So, because I got Full Stop Office Heathcliff Lost Wallop. Not Honglu because I didn't have enough pulls saved, but I got everything I wanted from this year, so I'm back to saving again. Limbus Company, the Limbus Company. I'm drawing Don Quixote from the Limbus Company. It's if you genuinely don't know what it is a Korean gacha game that's like free. It's the best way I've seen people describe it is that it's a gacha game created by people who don't know how to make a gacha game. So every week you get like 2 free pulls for weekly maintenance, and they give away free 10 pulls all the time. There's also like a system where you can use these items you get to get free characters. So basically, like any character is up for grabs as long as they're not from the previous season. But yeah, it's probably the most free-to-play, friendly game ever, and it's the only gacha game I've spent money on. But it's purely, I think, £8. I've only spent like £8 for the, for the battle pass. And yeah, it's very good. It's like probably the most free-to-play / non-money spender friendly, or like minimal money spender friendly gacha game ever, which is great as a player. But it is not great as probably a company. So that's why I'm trying to support them other ways I can, like buying the merch that comes out that I can buy. My favorite Kanto so far, I really loved Kanto 6. Kanto 6, spreading Kelly addictions, naughty naughty. Yeah, okay, the game is 18 plus. If you're not, because it does have like gore and it's a horror game, kind of. It's a very tame horror game, but it is a horror game with like violent imagery and whatnot. Anyway, my favorite Kanto, I really enjoyed 6. I really enjoyed 8. 6, I think, was Draw Wild Cunt. I'm not. You gotta commission me first, mister. There's this one sprite from Wild Cunt Heathcliff. I said Wild Cunt from Wild Hunt that makes me so happy. Let me try and find it. I think it's from the ID. Do they have? They don't. But there's this one sprite from Wild Hunt Heathcliff where he's like, oh, I need to make my pen thinner. He's like bringing down his massive coffin, and he's like this, but his face, he's like so angry, and it's so good. It's such a fun little sprite. I'll have to make this one purple tear themed. I need to get, what's it? I need to get an actual reference of Don Up. Where is Don Quixote Limbus Company? There you are. Okay. My beautiful, stupid little daughter. Where the fuck is she? That's Goldship. I don't want to download the file. Just let me copy the image. There she is. Yippee. The funny thing is that at this point, Project Moon has just said that they made enough money from Limbus to run for several years with no issue. They suck at monetizing, but they've made a lot. That's good. I do hope eventually they are able to expand their facilities, because I know in like the previous live stream they said that they're getting a lot of money in, but just like not enough to move to like a new office. Or they have moved. Kim Ji-hoon was on like the news or something. I think he's mentioned that they might be been able to move to a new office. But I do hope that they do expand the team. I know he did like a little like call to action. I'm hiring on like a live stream. But yeah, I do hope they're able to like expand the team so they can get stuff out faster. But I understand that like obviously things take time, and I'd rather wait a longer time for something like Kanto 8 that was so fun, rather than like what's it? Rather than being like here's Kanto 9 right now and have it be like really rushed. Sorry, I need to take another drink. You just checked it out and the art style's cool. It is! Don't get used to the CG art style, as pretty as it is. It does get changed. It does get changed out and goes through like a rough patch for 2 of the cantos, and then it gets really pretty again. Like the recent CG art, especially in like the end of Kanto 7 and then all of Kanto 6. No, I mean all of Kanto 8. Gorgeous. I really, really love the new CG art style. They're able to move, it's just he's having a hard time expanding the team for personal reasons. That's fair. I know that's like, they want a thing where all of the team members are, like, passionate and, like, they're not just hiring anyone, which, totally understandable. Alright, I do need to make you bigger so I can have a look at all of your doodads. I might have to chop off the bottom half of you. Sorry, Don. Get rid of your big lollipop. The backgrounds in Kanto 8 were yummy scrummy. Yeah! They were. It was so fun. That boss fight though, actually, it was awful. I'll be said what happened. Same here. But what can you do? I am still happy. The CGs did go through like a rough patch for Ishmael and Heathcliff's Kanto, but I can forgive it because the ones for Kanto 8 are so gorgeous. Is it a fighting game? It's not a fighting game. It's a turn-based strategy game. So, I don't know how well they did update the new tutorial, because apparently the tutorial, the tutorial was absolute garbo before, and they gave it an update to, what's it? Yeah, they gave it an update to be better, where they teach you actual, like, stuff that you'll use in the game. But yeah, it's like a turn-based thing. where you set up your character's moves, and then yeah. I'm not doing the purple this one right. I do really want to include this one. You really want to play it? Yeah! It goes from being stupid easy to incredibly difficult very quickly. And then it gets harder and harder and harder. But it's so much fun. Right. I might make this cup purple. Just because I feel like if I did make it blue, it would just blend into the background. What would a Bari pen look like? Oh my god, totally! Oh my god, I should put like a little reference to Bari. That'd be adorable. I'll pop like a little thing here to do with her. I'll try and not forget. I'll do it after this cup. I am under the firm belief that Bari is like the person at the end of Library of Ruina in that bad ending. You cannot change my mind about that. I'll get an image, a ref image of Bari up so I can do it justice. Pun not intended. A cup of Welch! Oh my god, you're cooking, you're cooking. Where's Welchers? Let me... Love Corp, Welchers. Okay, it's much more of like a bluey purple. As much as I love LubCorp, some of the artwork is so ugly. Where is it? There's their image. Ugh, so ugly. But I can deal with it. Bari is the book hunter? Okay, cool. I know it's meant to be grape soda, but I will make it orange just to... Oh, it looks... Okay, never mind. I think orange looks a bit too nasty. Like, LubCorp was barely scraped together and it's held together with duct tape. Yeah, it feels like it. If I was strong enough, I would love to, Why is one of the characters a guy with a clock for a head? You will find out. That is the lovely player insert. Our sweet manager. Okay, maybe orange doesn't look too bad if I just work with it. My colors look so muddy. I can make the ice cube look better in time. I gotta just lock in. I just gotta lock in. Well, just several. Oh, right. Yeah. This will look a lot better when I color the line art. I'll do a Bari-inspired candy bracelet. Let me get. Where are you? God, I forget how many NPC. I'm on the wiki at the moment, and I forget how many like NPCs were introduced in where are you? In Canto 8. There we go. Right, do you have any like crazy iconography that I can pick from? No, but you do have some funky shoes. I can add some lighter coloured bands around the outside. I found Canto 7 to be have the most climactic canto, but I think Canto 8 is my favourite. True. I really enjoyed, I think for like the final boss fights, I think Canto 6 is still my favourite, purely because of like how they use the music, but Canto 7 did have hype moments and aura, as they say. Canto 8 though, very emotional. It was so good. I am so excited to see what they do for 9 and 10. Well, and all like the other ones, but yeah. I'll make these darker. There we go. Really, drop another Limbus trick and my life is yours. I know. It's such like, that's like, the bit that I always look most forward to. Is the new Millie songs. They're always, I don't think there's a single one that I don't enjoy. Except for like, okay, except for maybe the first bit of Two Worlds. That's a bit, not my favorite. Is there anything I should be worried about before going into Limbus Company? Obviously look at the trigger warnings, because the game is like a psychological horror game. But yeah. Have a gander at the trigger warnings. Other than that, the gameplay wise, hopefully the new tutorial is okay. But like off the bat, like anything to be worried about off the bat? I don't think so. Just have a look at the trigger warnings and make sure that there's nothing there that would be very upsetting. Other than that, I think the new tutorial eases you into gameplay first. There are like, they do throw a lot of characters at you at the beginning, but they're characters that you stick with throughout the whole of the game. So at least like the whole of the game so far. So you'll learn them. But other than that, there's not really much to be worried about. And if you want to, you're more than welcome to share your if you want to share your user ID, and we can be friends on there. And you can have access to all of my like level 60 units. Is there anything else that needs coloring in? I can add some highlights to this. Wait, is it a horror game? Yes, it's a horror game. It's not like a jump scare. There isn't any jump scares. It's just more like, wow, the setting of this place is awful. As in, like, I would hate to live there. But in terms of like jump scares and stuff, there's none of that. Level 60 unit. Yeah, so in short, stupid little Heathcliff. So in short, the gameplay is that you have 12 characters to pick from, and you can like level them up and whatnot. I'm so bad at explaining things, it's like not funny. I wouldn't say that. It's a few horror aspects, but I still say it's more like exploring a dystopia. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you don't need to worry about like jump scares and anything, or like chase scenes or anything. It's honestly, it's basically, if I were to describe it, it would be a comedy game in the bleakest dystopia you've ever seen. Can I pick the clock guy? As in, you play as the clock. I have picked the wrong brush. I could. Thank you for the follow. I didn't catch your name in time. I'm so sorry. I don't know how to dig it up. But thank you. I hope you're having a good time as I draw Don Quixote. Astral Lily, thank you. If you're the clock guy isn't in combat, yeah, sorry, they're not. You play as them. They're basically like the lead, the manager. They manage the people that you do send into combat. Alright, gummy time. That color is not gummy. Oh, you'll still see plenty of the clock person, but they'll be in cutscenes and whatnot. I gotta make Virginante gummy. Yeah. Hey girl just got here. Hello. Live, laugh, music. Hello, we're drawing Don Quixote from the game Limbus Company, but I'm trying to make it look not like Limbus Company merch. Yeah, they're in the story plenty. I think I can get to coloring line art soon. I know I need to add like 10 times more badges. You're also edible. Thank you. I work hard to make it edible. I I'm gonna work on making it so like brushes that I use are like easily findable. But for Procreate, it's if you were on Procreate, then I use the funny, what's it called? The funny pen, the haha funny brush. That's it. And then for Procreate, not for Procreate, for Clip Studio, because that's what I'm using for this. I use the what's it? I use like a custom brush that I've made that if you go on like my socials, you can find it there. But I do want to make like a command or a pop up for people to help find the brushes easier. But yes, we're drawing Don Quixote because I need to. Yeah. Hold on. There she is. I can't zoom in or else I'll notice how like unclean my coloring is. Oh my god. This is what I get for using the lasso tool. I'm just gonna do a quick scan over and make sure everything's in the lines. Okay, everything seems fine. Thank goodness. Yeah, I mean, see, if you know, you know. Okay, I'm gonna have to hide my sketch and where are you? There we go. Lock that. Get to coloring the line art, my favorite bit. Why can't I color the line art? What's this? Oh, that's gold chip. Okay, I need to move you out of here, gold chip. How are my values? My values are looking kind of pale. I don't know how, who this is, but it looks so zesty, I'm sorry. No, it's fine, she is zesty in my heart. This character is Don Quixote from the gacha game Limbus Company. I'm just trying to make it look like it's just a generic anime character because I've got to make prints for a physical shop I'm in. It's like one of those shops that has like a bunch of artists in them, and I need to make a bunch of prints and stuff, but I just don't want to make generic little cute animal prints because that's everywhere I want to make. I just want to make Limbus Company art. Shaking. I want to make Limbus Company art. So I'm trying to make character art that could look generic, but if you are like a locked-in Limbus fan, you'll be like, wait a second, is that Don Quixote? Yes, Don Quixote and Ji-chan, exactly. Yeah, I'm looking to put my stuff online, and I tried, but then I got very scared. I just remembered I think I fell asleep last stream. That's fine. I was working on like comic stuff last stream, and I was gonna work on stream assets this time, but I need to like lock in and make a bunch of prints. I can hold on. Where is it? This is the other print. Ignore the color palettes at the top, but this is the other print I've got. I would save it for Halloween, but I need prints. But I'm trying to make things. There we go. I'm trying to make things more more fun. Don't be scared if you open up on the shop. I beg my parents to let me buy something. Thank you. The main reason why I guess I closed it back down was because I got two orders, which was quite nice, but they both got lost or eaten up by American customs. So the only way I'd be able to send stuff to America if it was like £10 shipping. And as someone from the UK who lovingly goes on Etsy and looks at my favorite artists and sees that they're either not available for shipping specifically to the UK, or shipping is like £15 one um for one sticker. It's it makes me cry, but it's like, ugh! I wanna give shipping out, but I can't. Uh, so yeah, that's my current dilemma. I do want to make this little gold ship reel. It's so cute. Where the hell is the? There it is. Right, line art, line art. There we go. Do you have a favorite abno? I think I'm kind of basic when. Okay, my favorite abno is "Don't Touch Me," that little button one. Purely because the animation that would play. This is like when I was like just finding out about LobCorp when it came out. Um, and not many people had like played it, and I didn't want to play it because it scared me a lot as a kid. I say as a kid, as like a teenager. It came out in like 2015. Um, but I love Don't Touch Me because the animation, that little smiley face animation that plays, where it's like, oh, this isn't the right green. It goes from happy to sad. Um, what's it? And the animation where it does that and it like spins around and whatnot. It did something to my brain. It's like the most satisfying thing ever. But other than that, big fan of Nothing's There. The classic, my favorite little meat dog. Um, also, uh, also big fan of the punishing the what's it? The three birds, the apocalypse birds. I love them. They're so cute. I want a plushie of all. Okay, maybe not Judgment Bird, but I want a plushie of Punishing Bird and Big Bird. They are the cutest things. So LobCorp or Lobotomy Corp is the first game by Project Moon, the people that made Limbus Company, and it's basically if you hate Silent Orchestra. That's fair. Oh, I also like Singing Machine. LobCorp is short for Lobotomy Corp, and basically the gameplay of it is, do you know that like Vault Boy management game for like phones? If that plus SCP and insane difficulty. That's basically Lobotomy Corp. It's got a very like Flash-esque art style. I'd love if I had the time and patience, I would love to do a visual rehaul mod or something and redraw every single abno and every single asset, because the way it's like, well, it has the way it has like 500 different art styles is appealing in its own way. It frustrates me. I wish it was more visually consistent, but the thing that like really got me to keep coming back to Project Moon was the LobCorp CGs, because I was like, wow, that's really pretty and this story looks really interesting, and I stay for the story. The gameplay of both LobCorp and Ruiner are not my thing. Like I own all of the games, but for LobCorp, I watched a playthrough of it, and oh my god, all of the playthroughs of this game completely skip the what's it? They completely skip the visual novel parts, but that's the only what was I saying? I can't remember. Oh, that's the only bit that I cared about was the visual novel segments, and people kept skipping them. So I finally found someone that like reads them and whatnot, and like doesn't just skip through it. And I was able to read the LobCorp story, and I really enjoyed that. And then I recently, I think the last year, I got At the end of last year, I bought myself Library of Ruina because it was on sale, and it's one I've been trying to find the story of for ages. But I was like, I can just buy it because it's on sale. And I will admit, I played Ruina with a bunch of mods because I only cared about the story. I did not care about the gameplay. But when Limbus came out, I thought it was another, like, one of their premium games. Like, I didn't know it was, like, a free gacha game. Yes! Oh my god, Distortion Detective. I haven't finished reading that, but oh my god, it's been so fun so far. I'm still very at the beginning of Distortion Detective, but I would love for them to make a Distortion Detective game. I love Moses so much. I love Vesper. Oh, I'm a big Muso enjoyer, so of course I really love Vesper Cabra. Kind of random, but do you like K-pop? My only experience of K-pop is K-pop Demon Hunters. I'm very sorry. It's one of those things where I'm like, I think it's very cool, and I enjoy it, but I know nothing about any bands or anything, and I could not tell you any song that any band has made, but I've listened to video game interpretations of K-pop, and I enjoyed that very much. Both Love Corp and Limbus Company in the same universe. Yes, all of the, yeah, like Chiffon says, all of the Project Moon games are in the same universe. You don't need to have experienced it's one of those things where, like, it helps with, like, background knowledge and understanding stuff for the story, but it's, like, not required reading because it is two whole games. But if you found Limbus Company, if when you play Limbus Company, if you do want to play it, if you find it interesting, then definitely have a look into the other games, or at least the story aspect of it, because it's quite enjoyable. I really enjoy it. That's a real K-pop Demon Hunter so much. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was so pretty. I do want to give it a rewatch. That's why I see the same character from Love Corp and Limbus Company. Yeah. Yeah, there's, like, minimal crossover. It's more like referential stuff. For the most part, each of them are their own stories, except for maybe Ruina, which is their second main game. Right, I need to get a wiggle on. I'm looking in. I'm locked in. I didn't realize what time it was. Normally I would end stream right about now, but because I started later, I'm going to keep going. And also I want to finish this on stream. So I gotta hurry up. I'm taking too long, as the pumpkin from, what's it called, Deltarune would say. Who's your favorite Sapphira? Either Hokma or Hod or Malkuth. I like them a lot. It's an unpopular opinion, but I'm not a big fan of Nedzak. Overhyped character, overhyped green man. He's not my personal favorite, but I think I can understand why people like him. But personally, I really like, I like the gay old man. Oh, and my god, and Bina. And in my head I'm like, I don't really like them that much. But as I talk about them, I'm like, okay, maybe I do really like them as characters. They are quite fun. The art style changes quite a lot. Yeah, it does. But that's just how it be. You get used to it. Sorry, I got to go. That's fine. Thank you for coming along. I'm gonna change this to the yellow. Make it stand out a bit more. I like the green guy. That's fine, that's fine. You're allowed to like him. He's just not my personal fave. Hogma is peak. I'm so excited for him to show up in I'm so excited for him to show up in Limbus Company and give Anne a big old kiss. And say, I'm sorry, Angela, my beautiful robot daughter. I'm sorry we were so mean to you. Movie's over? Was it good? How was it? Did you have a good time? As you can see, I've made barely any progress. I'm locking in. I'm locking in. But I hope the movie was fun. It was a time. A good time. A bad time. Lockup looks more gory than Limbus Company. Yeah. It's definitely got that, like, early Flash, aesthetic. Also the reason they have, like, an in-game explanation on why the game looks like that, with, like, the Chibi-esque art style, is that it's a visual filter, given to the manager so that, they don't become depressed from watching all of their employees die. I need to figure out what I'm doing with this chain. That's another one of my favorite things. Oh, there goes my computer. That's another one of my favorite things with, you found me on Twitch, I see! Thank you. But, that's what's it called? Oh, I can't remember. Oh, that's another thing with, Project Moon games that I really, really enjoy is that they will give every single aspect and gameplay aspect an in-game reason. And it makes me very happy because I think that's very fun. What else needs to be colored? Probably the bracelets. But good movie, that's good. Also Phantom Thieves. I really enjoy the Phantom Thieves trope. I should probably make these gems these rocks look a bit more shiny. That's way too dull. Okay. I'm gonna color this bottom frame. Okay, that didn't work at all. So then I don't have to draw the trousers. Plus, probably most of this is... No, what if this gets cut off by... Oh, that would make me very sad. I can just resize it. Where did I even put the frames? There they are. Okay, I can figure that out. If I duplicate the layer... Actually, I can just... Copy and paste. Put that over the line up. There we go. There we go. I'll probably hide the color palette. The hero show also needs coloring in. There we go. Does it look okay? Yeah, I didn't want it to stand out too much. Sorry for like the rapid zooming in and out. I'm sorry if that makes anyone motion sick. Right, I can go and add all of these accessories now. I could add a little like Don Quixote creature. Like the what's it? Father Don Quixote. You're watching an OVA? Awesome. It's another one I never heard of called Shinskalverse? I've never heard of that one too. I don't even know if I said that correctly. But I hope it's good. Gonna have to zoom in. There we go. I'm cooking. Hopefully. Okay, it's a cute little thing, then... Oh, what if I'll do this little action figure like that Don Quixote cutout from Canto 7. Where are you? There you are. big shoulder pads. Hello. Hello, welcome in. Drawing some prints. Drawing a stinky little vampire guy. This is the full piece so far. I'm gonna add just like a little thing here, and then another big thing here, and then I think that will be it done. I'm gonna probably add a gradient to this back blue piece here just to help with the contrast. Because I think the contrast needs work if I look at my adjustment layer. Yeah, I'm gonna probably make this top bit a bit darker, just so then the hair and stuff really pops out. But, yeah. Drawing tiny, tiny little man. I'm gonna make the sparkles bigger so they don't feel as out of place. What other stuff can I add? Let me have a look at, like, gallery stuff. What little references can I put in? I do also want to add some random stuff, so I am going to add a little lemon because it's cute. Okay, one more item to go here. I think I'll just make it a little sweet. Okay, I can color these now. Where's the sketch for these? Okay, there it is. Get out. The hell is this layer? It's something. I genuinely don't know what I'm moving. I'm going to pretend that that's meant to be there. That's that. Oh goodness me, where the hell has it gone? Okay, that's that layer. I can delete. Okay, found it. Goodness me. I kept looking. I could. Oh my god, I could. I might have to. I might leave actually, so I'll. Where should I put Sir Squirrel? I can change the sweet to Sir Squirrel. Or I'll move the lemon. That doesn't look like a squirrel. I can make it rounder. There we go. That's how I want it to look. Little fat baby. Okay, perfect. Right. Yes, round to the squirrel, make him an orb. I read that like a knowledgeable wizard or like an entertained king. I'm but a humble lord. Okay, I'm just blocking it in. I should use my beautiful lasso tool, but I should just use the lasso tool and make it 10 times quicker. I sit upon my silly throne and clap for the squirrel in delight and whimsy. Who your favorite Project Moon media character? Project Moon's media character. Well, obviously, well, I enjoy Moses and what's it? The what do they call it? The Distortion Detective grew up. I enjoy them a lot. I don't know, I think my favorites lean towards the Limbus characters. Just because that's the only game I've really like sat down and engaged with like on my own. Oh, this has turned out quite cute. But your I don't know, I don't think I can pick a favorite character. I love Carmen. Okay, is that a basic answer? That I really just like Carmen? I think she's so interesting and I'm very excited, and whenever she pops up I'm just like, I slam my hands against the table like an entertained child. I mouth agape, I point to the screen. Oh my god, Carmen! My name is Kyoto with Dawn as a signifier of my nobility. Every time I Every time I shorten Don Quixote to Dawn, I remind myself of this like one tweet I saw where someone was like, you're just referring to her as I forgot to ask, is Limbus for mobile? Yes, it's for both Steam and mobile. So if you wanted to get it on your phone, you can. And it runs perfectly fine from what I've had on my phone. These objects might... Okay, that looks too weird. I was gonna say, these objects might have like a bit of weird coloration. But that's because I need them to blend in with the background. Like, Sir Quixote is just gonna... I need to make that color nicer. I'm sorry. Just gonna be pink. Is it a big download? I don't think so. It's gonna take a while for the first download because it's just gotta get everything. But I wouldn't say it's a huge game. It's not. I don't think it's as big as like Genshin. It might take a bit, though. Right, I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna pop a gradient on top of this. How do I do a gradient again? I can't remember. Is there a gradient tool? Yes, there is. Ooh, blue sky. Oh, that's quite nice, actually. How's that? Oh, that's so much better. Ah, you don't think you can download it? That's okay. I'm sure there's like plenty of other ways. Not my phone, but on my PC. Oh, okay, that's okay. I need to color the line art. It's alright if you can't download the game. There's always, what's it? Like Let's Plays and stuff you can have a look at. Yeah, it's not crazy big. I'd say if you really wanted to play it, give it a go. And it will automatically stop downloading if it can't. Or I think there's a way on Steam that you can see if your computer can, like, handle the download. I can just reuse this pink. That's how I'm gonna make these blend more into the background. There we go. Off topic, but you maybe play Hades. I haven't played. I've only played Hades when it came out, like the original one. I haven't touched the new one. But from my memories of playing it, I really like Sisyphus and Baldy. They were so cute. I also, oh my god, I can't remember her name. Oh my gosh, the plant lady that, like, you have the side quest of her and the guy, the emo guy that sings. I can't remember his name. But I really liked her design. I think that's all the characters I remember off the top of my head. Yes, her. For I will say, when I first read your thing of like, what's your favorite of the five fingers? I thought you meaning like the literal, like on my hand, which of my fingers is my favorite. I didn't think you were talking about Project Moon for a sec there. Um, but of the four of them, I really like the ring. I think the ring is so fun. Lemon, lemon. But that's probably because I just really enjoy the ring ideas, and I'm excited to hopefully see more of all of the fingers in the next canto. I need to get rid of this little blob. Right, I think that's looking really cute. I think that's done. Persephone? I like I can't remember if is Persephone in Hades? I can't remember. Hades. Oh yes, of course you'd be in Hades. Um um Hades game. What does she look like? Yeah, okay, Persephone is very cool in the game. I was like, I'm sure she's in it. But I think this one's done. And done. Ha ha ha. She's a huge plot point. I forgot. I told you I haven't played it in ages. Yeah, when I just looked her up and was like, oh yeah, her. But I think I'm done. I think this turned out quite cute. Also, hello Yumi. I'm sorry, I'm probably gonna end in a bit because I'm all done. And I gotta go make dinners. Or like, have dinners. But yeah, I'm excited to start working. I'm sorry. I'm so mean. Thank you. Look at the, one sec. I'm very proud of look at the values. Look at my beautiful values. I think I can move this tomato though, actually. Because I think it's got a bit of a tangent here. If I can find it. Okay, if I merge these down. But yeah, basically I was making I was making prints for my my in-person shop, but because my in-person shop has to cater to the general British public, I don't think I can make like Limbus. Oh gosh. I'm just gonna. There we go. I don't think I can have Limbus merch sell very well, so I've had to make it subtle, but I think it turned out very cute nevertheless. I tried putting references in there. I might have a look at it again later, just to see if there's any more details I can add. Like, I don't think she's decked out enough in Fixer merch. It looks so cool, like the background little squirrel. Thank you. You'll understand what the little squirrel is for when you play the game. Oh my god. But yeah, I think I'm done. I can't remember how to raid people on Twitch, but I'm going to try. You know what? I'm too scared. I'm too scared to go and raid. I'm sorry. Raid and then the username. There's nobody that I know that's streaming, and I'm scared to go and raid like a random person. So maybe another time. But anyway, thank you so much. This has been quite fun, actually. And I'm glad I got this print done so I can go and relax. But thank you. I'll see you guys Wednesday, I think. Wait, is the squirrel evil? No. No, the squirrel's very good-natured. Uh, the the squirrel is a kind and pure soul. But yeah, thank you so much. We got. I'm so happy. I'm so happy with how it turned out. La 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 la. I'm zooming in on Don Quixote's face. She's saying yay. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.